Let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
Watching them on the offensive...
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Draymond Green. Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. And for a team with definite title hopes, it will now be a case of next man up until he can return.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Shai and Caruso are the backcourt pair. In it forward, it's Dort and Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the center position. A nice shot by Butler.
Oh, Jimmy's just showing off now, trying to get the defender to come out, but they don't respect that kind of range.
Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Now here's Jackson Davis. Yet to see a basket. The kick out, Curry. Outside Kuminga, pass to Jackson Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. Caruso grabs the board.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
SGA doing his thing in close.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Rose up top. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And Rose is good for 3. Rose has got 16 points.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. The Warriors trailing. Rose right side. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The 3 from Curry. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Kuminga against Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
Rose against Caruso. Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Butler. Beyond the arc. Jimmy buckets with the tray.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 27 points for him. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Rose up top. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Curry. Rose against Gilgeous-Alexander. Rose can't connect. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Williams misses. Golden State has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Rose, the pass to Butler. For the lead. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Lou Dort.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, Rose. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Thunder. 6-point lead. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. They've got Thompson, Chris Boucher out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Rose in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The 3 from Thompson. Can't get it to drop. Thunder leading by 6. Pass to Topic. Here's Jang. This one for 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Oh, tough bucket, Wiggins.
Yeah, I think there were some toughness questions around Andrew Wiggins. Not anymore. This guy has become a pretty gritty player.
Here's Topic. And that one hits the back iron.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Shot's good by Thompson.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And it's stolen by Rose. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Boucher. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. And Jimmy Butler is subbed in for Thompson. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Curry finds Kuminga. Dort against Butler. Out to Rose. Just 4 to shoot. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Holmgren with a screen on Rose. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Golden State has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. To the middle, and stolen by Holmgren. Got a piece of it, and it's stolen by Rose. Here's Butler. Butler with emphasis.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
Here's Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. With the drive, and it's rejected. Dort with a steal. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Lugans, Dort, give it to him.
Pass to Rose. And then jab down as he goes right over Chet Holmgren.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
They've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
From deep, Rose. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Curry. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points now in the second half. Outside Curry. From deep. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. The pressure is on. And he's got a plan to share with his guys. Williams passes to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rose. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings them within one. Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
Curry finds Rose. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And that's an intentional foul.
Williams, second personal foul. Third team.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Caruso, the pass to Dort. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
2 shots.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Lugans, Dort. Second personal foul. Team score.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
Taking 2.
So he gets them both. And it's a 7-point game. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
From deep, Rose gets the 3 to fall. Rose has got 34. And he commits the intentional foul.
Rose. Fifth personal foul. Team score. Shooting for
Good on the first. And that brings him within single digits.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point. No good. And so the Warriors take the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing.
win tonight, MP.
Good night, MP.
Oh, yeah.
Good game, MP.
See ya, MP.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. Good, MP.
MP, what's up?
Chilling, man, chilling. Yo, you want to do a jersey swap after the game?
I don't know, man. I don't do that too much. You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. You ready?
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. MP out there with Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big man matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here's Fox. The Warriors making the shot. Wembanyama outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Fox. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Butler kicks to Rose. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Pass to Rose. And Curry has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rose. Crafty move. And MP throws it down.
And MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that play off with a dunk.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as...
In the air and down hard! Woo!
Oh, stop.
Pass to Sochan. Takes a 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. Fox looking it over. Out to the right wing. To end the run, and he sinks the layup. Wembanyama's got 8.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA, thanks. Golden State moving the ball around. Rose in the post. Wembanyama on him. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Sochan. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach? Jeremy Sochan. He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sochan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
The Spurs making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Curry with the bucket.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Pass to Castle. To the wing on the left. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Moody the pass to Rose. To the paint. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Butler against Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Good on the shot.
Yeah, the paint is Sochan's go-to area as a scorer. He feels emboldened to attack inside.
And he comes up with the deuce. MP's got 10.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to Wembanyama. Trying to find Vassell. He gets it to him. Here's Sochan. Defended by Moody. Here's Wembanyama. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. A different look now for San Antonio. Barnes is checked in for Jeremy Sochan. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Fox in for Castle. Then for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Payton comes in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Green. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. The wide open look here for Fox. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
You've got Paul. Barnes out there with Johnson. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the center position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Payton passes to Rose. To the middle. MP rattling the rim.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA. Oh, it's a highlight reel being put together by MP.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Kicks it out to Paul. Fox from outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Golden State moving the ball around. Podziemski gets the screen from Rose. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Paul kicks to Johnson. Back to Paul. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. Cancel comes in for Paul. And Golden State also making a change. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Johnson, wide open, he fires. The three-pointer is right on target.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Three-pointer healed. Another three for Golden State.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Rose surveying the D. Pass to Green. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 2 points. That one goes. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Typical selfless play from Johnson. A very team-oriented play.
And here's Rose for 3. They kick it out to Green. MP outside. Butler in the corner. Goes back up. Oh, tough play by Butler. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other. All right, MP, get back in there.
Now, here's Vassell. Defended by Moody. From the arc. Vassell, no good. And so, MV will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 1. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Over in the corner, Paul. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on Butler. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Spurs leading by a point. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they take a tumble in the rankings. I mean, dropping down 4th after a challenging week.
Still in the top. As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight.
And that is our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Rose in at the 5. To the inside. MP outside. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Releases. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hassel misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Curry against Fox. MP outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And taking a look now at the stats for De'Aaron Fox. He's been dominant over the last month. He's getting around 20 points per, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
From deep, Rose. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc inside.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for Wembanyama. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
MP, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Soham, the pass to Wembanyama. That shot missing.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Rose, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
The Warriors leading. Down low, here's Butler. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Pass to Soham. Now, here's Fox. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside, here's Butler. And he can't bank that one in. San Antonio trailing here. High post Johnson. He has 6. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Castle's got 5 points so far.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. And Hield subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. MP kicks to Curry. Pass to Green. And here's Rose. Defended by Wembanyama. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Curry. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. 7 points in the game.
It just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
To the paint, here's Wembanyama. Rebound by Rose. Rose is... And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Shoots over Johnson. MP, no good. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Paul. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And in terms of controlling a game, Chris Paul is as good as anyone I've ever seen do it.
Outside Rose. Kuminga finds Curry. Curry buries the 3-shot. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Down low, here's Kuminga. And the layup's good off the glass. Kuminga's got his first points of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the...
Checked in for Chris Paul. Then for the Warriors, Rose, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Moody comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Curry subbed in for Hield. Barnes out there with Johnson. And it's Fox. Then it's Castle. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Warriors trail by 3. Curry passes to Green. Fires the 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Green.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. On its way from Rose for 2. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Vassell to the left side wing. Here's Castle. Warriors with the rebound. Podziemski with it. Floats it up for MP. Up high, down hard.
Well, they got their young star the ball, and it paid off. MP so clutch.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. From outside, off the mark. Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Aggressive play by Butler against the defense.
Jimmy Butler coming up big with the game on the line.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Here's Fox. San Antonio again missing. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And MP throws it down.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
Here's MP. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
A pass to Fox. Shoots over Curry. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Fox.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Wembanyama down low. Covered by MP. Back to Wembanyama. And Curry pulls it down. And stolen by Wembanyama. And the basket is good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Outside Curry. Back to MP. And stolen by Wembanyama. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Fires at the elbow. Got a piece of it.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. They lead by 1.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
This free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket